top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the USC Trojans. Taking on another team from the Big 12, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Commodores will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Quickly out to the tight end. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Gage. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they have the first points of the game.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. The Commodores' offense will go to work for the first time. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays, because what do you know in the Big 12, there's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays, and once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Pulls and fired complete. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Steps out of bounds at the 37. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Back to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Shields. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Shields. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Trojans have it with a first and goal. Gets the back moving. There's the pressure. Using the quick game. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Turning it on! Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff,
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USC!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Commodores will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready. Back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know.
He's going to fire deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. This time he's got it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown! cashing it in on that drive.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here comes the jet sweep. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And the Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The lone back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Parrish. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Got it behind the line. It's Shields. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Got the quick completion. And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. Hard running there. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They want to run this quarterback. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
At the 37-yard line. 1st down, Commodores.
The Commodores are on the move. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they can't make the connection.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Parrish. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still...
Lets it fly! And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. This one's complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Handoff from the gun. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burgess. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Number 16 in punt formation to kick it away.
Punt is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Parrish. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Trojans! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the 4th quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. There he goes. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires on the move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Parrish. Grab near the marker, it's Pryor. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means
headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. They punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. Might as well give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did